and welcome to the Bob Box. Well, it's been a while since we talked about a bot that was only in the reboot era like Cranky was. It was the successor to Killy Cranky, the robot that dragged Razor into the pit with it in Series 8 of Robot Wars. Yes, Killy Cranky was going down, but darn it, Razor was going to go down with it. It still had some control. Cranky, similar format kind of robot, but it was not a pipe like Killy Cranky was. It was a wide grey box with an arrow pointed front. Anti-spinner armour, useful. A vertical spinner, a lot faster than Cranky's did. No, not Cranky's, Killy Cranky's. Shouldn't get the two robots mixed up. It was grey, unpainted, and had googly eyes. Now, I am all in favour of googly eyes. My own robot has googly eyes. Cranky's made it look nervous. Cranky made its debut in Series 9 of Robot Wars, landing in Heat A, though that was not the original heat for Cranky. It was supposed to be in the earlier filmed but later aired Heat E. So, because the technical issues forced Cranky out of Heat E and instead into Heat A, which was filmed later but aired earlier, go figure. And instead of Cranky tangling with, amongst other robots, horizontal bar spinner of Doom Carbide, not a nice draw, Cranky drew drum spinner Sabretooth, Dutch Axe Spot Tomahawk, and vertical spinner Aftershock. Instantly, the robot that ended up having to tangle with Carbide and the other two robots in that battle was Axebot Trolley Rage. It did not go well for Trolley Rage. Anyway, this is not about Trolley Rage, this is about Cranky. Cranky ended up stuck between Aftershock and Tomahawk because basically both of them went after Cranky. And Cranky ended up in the air and landed on its spinner. Cranky balanced perfectly there, which isn't much good for Cranky. Tomahawk then left Cranky alone, and Aftershock hit Cranky a bunch of times until Cranky ended up with Shunt. The top panel on one side panel were loose, and Shunt Axe and Cranky didn't help matters. There were no holes. Curious. Aftershock then went away, opened the pit, and nudged Cranky to Shunt a second time, and Cranky ended up immobile by the spikes, with Tomahawk for company, because Sabretooth had done in Tomahawk. And that was it for Cranky. They never returned. They just, by the sounds of it, they were plans to get into Series 10, but it just didn't work out. Thanks to the wiki, I encountered a clip for basically Cranky's VT that would have aired had Cranky got through its first group battle. And in that video, there's two of the young team members playing the entertainer on some kind of brass instrument. I'm not too good with brass instruments, but it looked pretty big. And the other, I think, was bassoon. Like I said, they were playing the entertainer. And from the brief clip, it was only a few seconds long, they were playing quite well. They were doing pretty well. Sadly, Cranky did not do as well as young musicians. Instead, the potential was visible in the design. Maybe they could have done well. It was definitely, on paper, a better robot than Killy Cranky. Maybe without the issues in a different heat. Like, not one with Carbide or Aftershock in, or the heat with all the spinners in, Heat D. Who knows? Okay, probably would have been unlikely that Cranky would have done well, but either way, we'll never know. And so that is it for all but one of Team Cold Fusion's robots. Yes, Cranky is related to Body Hammer and Pussycat. Now we've had Body Hammer, we've had Killy Cranky, not had Pussycat. I can promise you when that episode comes, which could be as early as next week, depending on how this goes. That will be a two-parter. Pussycat had a lot of fights. So, who's next? Taiki, please be kind. We have Spin Doctor at the second Spin Doctor. Until next week, Callison244, out.